Hello and welcome to another episode of Utopia Restorations. I'm Will and this is my MX-5 which has just exploded during its MOT. So what I'm going So as the video suggests, the MX-5 did explode during the MOT. It doesn't look too bad here, but some of you may be able to spot it. I'll go around and show you what happened. So it was in the MOT. As a lot of you will know, MX-5s are pretty rubbish for emissions. I don't know what it is about them. Just seeing the emissions test don't like them and they don't like the emission tests. So they were trying to get the emissions down. Unfortunately, they did manage to get them down. It took a bit of a while, of course, holding the revs around about 2K, 3K. So it was sort of sat there for a while, maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then what happened is, as I was sat in the waiting room, I had a great big bang. And I was sort of waiting to see if they'd come get me. I wandered around to see what happened, let me into the workshop because they're all very chill. And yeah, big plumes, white smoke coming out everywhere. And yeah, it exploded. So I'll take you to show you what actually happened. This was on my list to do, but the radiator fully exploded here. So why was it on my list to do? As a lot of you know, they can be quite notorious for this. It happens to a lot of MX-5s, and you can see by the plastic that it's brown. On one of the previous videos, some of you guys did comment, and we did mention in the video that you could sort of see it was getting that whitey brown, sort of the discoloration on it. So it was definitely on its way out, and it was on the list to do. I was hoping to do it by about March, April time. Of course, it exploding like this is definitely suboptimal. So it didn't actually fail the MOT. The MOT was a void, as it didn't happen because it exploded. Yeah, it's quite significant all the way along, cracked over here. And yeah, like you say, it does seem quite extreme, but sadly it is quite a known common fault on them. It's absolutely running fine since. We started it, checked everything over. Do believe it is just the radiator and the top here. So what's going to happen is we're going to fix it, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that. So you're getting a new Jap Speed alley rad that's nice polished aluminium, which I think will look very cool. So we're going to get these polished as well. We've got a vapor blaster at the yard, so you're going to get it all looking nice and shiny. Yeah, nice new one. Take off the fan, put it back in. We'll do a full install video on that. We also have new coolant fluid for it, and then yeah, should be back on the road, ready to be MOT tested again. All in all, a bit gutted, but it does make some good content for you, and you can see quite how extreme it is. So yeah, new radiator is going to be going in, do a full install video on that, and then a drive with it in, and do a bit of a review of the car once we get it MOT'd and pass through that. So as you can see, I wasn't lying, the MX-5 did actually explode, which was quite unfortunate. It completely filled the workshop with smoke when it was at the MOT test centre. So yeah, not the ideal start. I did initially, when I saw it, think, oh no, has a piston come out the side of it? And in the best way, it's actually quite fortunate that it is just a radiator. And it's relatively simple to fix. It's not something that's too bad. And it was an upgrade I was going to do anyway, so we can follow on. And plus I get to buy Jap Speed parts, which is pretty cool. As usual, if you are enjoying this and you want to follow the mini series, this is our second video on it. There's going to be an install of RAD. We're going to be driving it. We're going to be taking it to track days and doing lots of fun things with this car. Once it's back on the road, we're going to be smiling, driving it, braking it, fixing it, and constantly doing that in a cycle. So make sure you do like and subscribe and follow along with the journey. I'll see you in the next video.